Hey viewers, welcome to another game of Casual Pro Gamer. Today we are doing another StarCraft 2 1 versus 1 between, as you can see, WhiteRa and WhoopsYEX, WhoopsYEX, whatever, is playing in the bottom left as the Zerg player, whereas WhiteRa is playing in the top right as the Protoss player. So WhiteRa, pretty famous, has been playing since StarCraft 1 in the pro scene. Obviously both of them have probably been playing since StarCraft 1, but he has been in the pro scene for, well, as long as I can remember personally, but that has been quite a long time. So anyway, we're going to see the standard build, nobody rushing or anything. It is going to be a fast expansion here for our Protoss player, assuming that he doesn't find anything to prevent him from doing so. Obviously he's going to build as many probes as he can up until cap, and that is when he gets the 400 minerals going. He's going to scout straight away just to see what's happening, and he sees that there's no early spawning pull down, so there is nothing to fear, and that means that early expansion is definitely a possibility. And there he sees the spawning pool going down, and with that knowledge in hand, he is going to go back to his base, or to this base. Okay. He's going to try to prevent the expansion here, but the expansion will take quite some time. Well, the Zerg player is of course building that a little bit. What did he just do? Oh, he wants to send out one drone, but then kind of box selected every one of them. Okay, maybe double clicked. That makes more sense. So instead of single click, he double clicked. And it sucks when that happens, but yeah, that's why he just did that. Anyway, the fast expansion for the Protoss player has gone up. And it will take a while to get there, but as long as he can prevent this expansion from the going down, he is in good shape. And as you can see, the probe is still at a pretty decent amount of HP. It is regenerating its shield, and he gives up, actually not managing to expand, and that is a victory for this probe and for WhiteRa in general. It is not a whole lot of times that we see that, and he can actually double expand already. He had 300 minerals left, he still has 300 minerals left, and that is going to suck for him, because now he has a double expansion going, and the enemy knows about it, and he was behind on his first expansion. So we'll have to see if our Protoss player here can use that to his advantage. I mean, he has the knowledge now, all he needs is pressure on that second base, because there's no way that can be defended against a decent sized army. And for now, yeah, the Protoss player just happy to wall off his base. So he's going to place 3 buildings here, cannon behind it, and then have this little gap open. He's going to put in either a zealot or a stalker, and that should be good enough. So yeah, if he doesn't pressure the Zerg player, by the way, the Zerg player will run away with this match over time because of the economical advantage. But yeah, it's going to be really hard to make this work for the Zerg player, because he doesn't really have anything to defend for the moment. And that's why this Zealot is immediately moving forward. The Zealot sent to the main base though, so not going for the second expansion, which would be the weakest one. Well, I guess this one is currently the weakest one, but it's the easiest to supply with new troops. So that makes this one the hardest to defend, and I do expect some static defenses going up here. He is he's definitely going to have a hard time just defending that base, but it all depends on what our Protoss player is going for here. For now, we only see one gateway, we have nothing in the base, and really just getting his warp gate research up, now placing down 2 gateways, and upgrading the ground weapons. So yeah, of course our Zerg player is doing a whole lot as well. Roach Warren is coming up. He has an evolution chamber building. He has some Zerglings and of course still some drones. We also have some probes in production, but all in all, it's going to be just a fight between this this early victory of the Protoss player and the later economical advantage that the Zerg player will have. And I think he will actually come out ahead here, the Zerg player. For now, of course it all depends, well, the end victory all depends on other things such as positioning and, well, the first big team fight. Well, no, not team fight, fight with their entire army. Because those poke things like this, yeah, that's not really going to put a dent into in their army, well, anymore. In the beginning, losing an overlord would have been really, really bad. But now, yeah, as you can see, they have a pretty decent income. They have 1300 income or minerals income per minute, which means that the 100 that you lose on an overlord, yeah, that's not really a big deal. Anyhow, we see some gateways coming up. That's actually 3 extras. And an extra base coming up. He is building them in the south, which is, well, kind of a unique solution to this. He does make a almost complete wall off, and that means that this base is relatively safe with 2 cannons behind it, up until the point where a whole army comes in. But yeah, well, we'll have to see when that happens. Of course, with the warp gates, it doesn't matter where you place them, so you can actually use them to wall off. And wow, just another gateway coming up, and wow, that makes 5 then, because, well, he put 2 new gateways, so that's 6 and 7 and 8, and he is now going to go into the Twilight Council to get some extra upgrades, as well as maybe build Dark Templar, High Templar. Yeah, the gateways now fully close off this gap, and gateways have a lot of HP. As you can see, 1000 HP. That is enough to hold off a small army, and, well, this is a small army. Well, it's not really small, but you get the point. He can still hold this off with these gateways, not with just these cannons, by the way. He is going to have to deal with the army with his own army. But if he comes in from behind here, so if the Zerg army attacks this and he comes in from here, from behind, and closes in the Zerg army in this region, yeah, the Zerg army is screwed. And that's exactly what the Zerg does not want to do, obviously. He does have speed upgraded Zerglings, I believe. Yeah, those are the wings. And yeah, we're just going to have to wait a little bit until we actually get to the fighting part. They're waiting quite a long time, seeing that our Protoss player had a decent advantage there early on. I guess I expected a little more aggression from him. He is building more and more of these gateways just to get a bigger army out. But not only that, also to be able to resupply that. He is still 10 foot ahead, by the way. So still has a small advantage. It's just that that advantage is not as big as it could have been. But going aggressive on a big map like this is just it's pretty yeah, pretty dangerous early game and pretty difficult to pull off. But yeah, the observers now out. Observers are going to spot. He only has 1. Yeah, only 1 observer out. It is over here doing the scouting a little bit, and obviously there are no hidden units yet. So for now it's not a problem. For now he doesn't need anything else. It is, of course, when the Zerg starts using units that actually burrow or something like that, that he needs more. Because then he needs to have them with his army. For now, that is not a problem. Anyhow, the large army over here now has some infestors with it. And the infestors are of course the major spellcasters on the Zerg side. And we are coming in from the side. He knows exactly what's here. So not only what units are here, but also how many of them there are. So what the composition is. Yeah, he knows everything. He knows that there are 6 spine crawlers, 7, 8 spine crawlers coming up. Well, I don't think he saw every one of them, but he is going in on this because he knows that he has the advantage. And look, he comes in behind the army, making sure that the resupply route is actually cut off from the army, making sure that he has to fight on 2 fronts. And yeah, there is no way he can resupply this because he just doesn't have anything. And that is a pretty unsatisfactory ending to this match. Because, well, the area to defend, as you can see from these spine crawls, was just way too big. And yeah, the Protoss player just found the weak spot, which was over here, just snuck in and stood between the army and the potential reinforcements which would be coming from here. But, oh wow. Yeah, meanwhile he just dropped here. I didn't even see that. I kind of lost track because of this pylon, and the pylon was on the map, and yeah, I know that's a pylon, so there's no need to watch that. But then obviously he flew in his warp prism and just yeah, just morphed in everything, or warped in everything, sorry, and yeah, just got the win. Pretty uneventful game, except for the end when the fight was there. So let's see the end fight once again, but it was very short, of course. And yeah, just going over here, and he has those 4 zealots in here, and he's going to just drop them in into that little gap over here. There's really nothing he can do about it because there are no units here. So, and in the meantime, yeah, you can see here he makes that that power field, and then he warps in all kinds of zealots while taking on this army. Yeah, there was just nothing he could do. It's just, yeah, too powerful of an army, and without reinforcements able to come in, nothing that could happen. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and I will see you next time. GG.